good today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it still sounds good today. Like, he can get on a song. He got on a song with Tory Lanez that sounds fire. He gets on. He just put out a song with Kalani that sounds amazing. So I don't think there's much to improve. I think he's the pioneer of auto-tune and hip-hop. So once you pioneer something, of course everyone else is going to surpass you as far as that goes. And he's even admitted himself, which is still debatable, but he's admitted himself that he thinks Travis Scott uses auto-tune better than he does. Which they use it in different ways.
Differently.
I wouldn't say one is better than the other, but they use it completely differently. But I will hold T-Pain because I still think that T-Pain could drop anything, and I'm there. Tallahassee Pain, shout out to Florida. We love you. You're a legend here. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't care if you blackballed yourself for like 5 years. Yeah, don't talk to me about Flo Rida. Flo Rida is dope. I just don't want to. Flo Rida was cool when I was in middle school, and that was a long time ago. So
Shawty got them apple bottom jeans.
That shit still. You know what? Nah, man. Flo Rida's that guy. I don't give a shit.
Know, when I go clubbing and that song comes on, I still drop it low for that song.
You drop it low
even
for
with
Flo
my
Rida?
bad knees. Okay, listen. The last time I went out, just before COVID, my friend idiot, she told me, she's like, dress like 90s. So you know what I wore, Joseph?
Oh, I think I remember this.
I dressed like Joe Budden in the 90s with my massive jeans, like wide-legged jeans.
Did you pump it up?
I had a Benton on, and I had Timberlands.
You are disgusting. you are Josephine Budden.
Listen, I thought she told me I had sunglasses, I had bandana, I had the Timberlands, and I had the massive jeans on. She said, dress like, 90s. I turn up and they're all in like cute dresses, and I was the only idiot there with that.
I mean, you were the only one that stuck to the theme, though.
This is the second time I stuck to the theme and no one did. I'm never sticking to themes ever again.
All right, you ready for this?
But yeah, I went in and Low came on, and not gonna lie, in my Tims and those massive jeans, I dropped it low.
Low. I like when you guys say low. I like when you say vowels. It's funny.
Okay.
Let's see. I think this is another good one. Daniel Caesar.
I've never heard of him.
You've never heard of Daniel fucking Caesar?
Yes, never heard of him.
Get the fuck out of my face. All right, hold on. How about Lil Wayne?
I'm gonna sell him.
I'm in between holding and selling because he's still got like
I'm
a
sick
spark.
of holding him.
He's got a spark of brilliance every once in a while, but he's just completely fucking lost it. Like, I hate to say this because it sounds insulting, but I literally think he's fried his brain to the point where like he gets like sparks of like brilliance sometimes, and then other times he just can't. It sounds like he's just phoning. It sounds like he's phoning in all his verses. I don't think he's doing that because I don't know Wayne to be somebody who phones in verses. I think Wayne only does music with people he fucks with. But the problem is he just doesn't. He doesn't have it like he used to have it. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell. I'm sick of holding him. He said some crazy shit during a tumultuous time when people like at least be sensitive about it. And anyways, I'm sick of him. I'm selling him.
I'm only talking about music.
Okay, well, if we're talking about music,
I'm only talking about music.
Okay, if we're holding, has he had more hits than misses in the last couple of years?
I'd say he's about equal.
After his album.
After which album? Carter 5?
The most recent one.
Funeral?
No, not that. The Carter.
Yeah, Funeral was his last project that he dropped.
Oh, okay, well, prior to that.
So Carter 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Funeral was okay. It wasn't the best. Like
but
there were
was
sparks
it
of
like
there were sparks of brilliance every once in a while. It wasn't terrible. It was either mid or it was good. Mm-hmm. It wasn't very good and it wasn't trash. It was either mid or good.
Okay. The new Nicki album where he was featured with Drake.
That was a great
Nicki.
Verse. That was a great verse.
Yeah. And I want to hold him, but then I think of all the other shit. I'm like,
I'm holding Wayne. I love Wayne way too much.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Now that I think about it, because I heard that and I was like, oh, nostalgia. Like, that reminds me so much of, like, when they would always feature on each other's stuff. And he was actually pretty good on this. Okay, I'm going to hold him. Damn it. You've made me change my mind.
I know, because I love Wayne. Yeah, give me something.
Fine.
Give me something.
All
Give me
right,
something. Come on.
Nicki. Based on this last album, would you
It's not an album.
Okay. What is it?
There's 4 new songs. It's her re-released mixtape.
Yeah, true.
I can't.
What is it still classified as her mixtape or just?
Yes, it's her mixtape. I'm not going to judge modern Nicki on her past mixtape because that past mixtape was at a time where she was hungry, she was fiending, she was dying to be number one.
Yeah, so she went all in because when I was listening to it, I was like, "Geez, like she sounds like old Nicki." And then I realized
it is old Nicki. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a few. There's a few new tracks on there. The new tracks they're good. I like them a lot.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be harsh. I'm gonna hold Nicki, but I'm teetering on selling. Like I'm at the counter.
Listen, I'm gonna hold her as well because I'm a low-key Bob, and not just because of that, but because when we want to if we want to compare her rapping skills to the other girls, she is like
number one.
Yeah, miles ahead of all those new girls. So even like the Queen, her recent album, which is in 2018, but like the Queen album, like I like that album. Like I really, really enjoyed it.
She makes good music.
I still listen to that album, not the whole thing, but like songs from that album, like every day.
I just want to hear Nicki. Excuse me. I just want to hear Nicki rap. I don't think she's.
So we need her to release a new, modern, proper album to solidify her spot.
The fact that people still think, like to this day, that what's that verse? Her monster verse is her best verse is insane. Mm-hmm. That was over a decade ago. The fact that people have an argument for that is nuts. That means you need to drop an album where you're rapping. You're knocking people's heads off. But
to be fair, her verse was so much better than Jay-Z. Jay-Z was shit on that.
Well, yeah, she had the best verse by far. So before Monster,
he was literally just naming monsters.
Before all that shit, Nicki didn't have any competition.
No,
Nicki was number one. Now that she has competition in her little space, where it's like, well, it's not competition. You know what I'm talking about? There's like more female rappers. She can't pull the sexy card. She can't do all that. She can, but there's a lot of other bitches doing that shit. So you need to show what they can't do, which is knocking people's heads off, which I know Nicki can do.
Oh, for sure. Like obviously they're winning in that female rapper space because everyone's got their tits out and they're talking about their pussy and how fire it is. Cool story. Okay, and tell me something else about yourself that's of substance. But if she's gonna compete with them, she needs to come in with her lyricism. That's it for her. And with that alone, if we're judging off that alone, Nicki is miles ahead of all these new girls. So if we're talking about the new girls, are you going to buy, sell, or hold Sweetie?
Selling. I don't give 2 fucks about Sweetie.
I am selling. I thought she was sold a long time ago. I'm done with her.
Sweetie's mid as hell, and the only reason people fucked with her is because of Quavo, and then she fucked Quavo over.